Hello and welcome everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Dookie Gaming speaking. Today I felt like I was going to share my Ningguang build and how she performs basically. As you can see, she has about 1800 in damage or in attack, as well as 86 elemental mastery. But if we go into the details, we can actually see here that I have a pretty high crit rate. I have about 72.4%, but as well I have as 98.2% crit damage, which ramps up the damage quite a lot. I feel like my personal preference on this, I felt like the more crit rate and the more crit damage I've gotten with my Ningguang, the damage has been scaling quite strongly. As well as that, I also have 50% geo damage bonus, which goes quite well with one of her skills, which also increases the geo damage percentage, but we'll go into that a bit later on for those that don't really know how Ningguang works. But as for weapons and artifacts, I'm currently running with the Lost Prayer of the Sacred Winds. Main reason for that, as you can see, is the crit rate, that juicy crit rate. But it's not only for the crit rate that I'm using it, as well as you can also see the actual skill for it. As you see, I only have refinement rank 1, so it's not that much to boast about. But anyways, as you can see, the bonus here increases movement speed by 10%, and when in battle, gain 8% elemental damage bonus for every 4 seconds, max stacks on 4, and it lasts until the character falls or leaves combat. So it basically sticks there. Even if you keep swapping between the other characters, that's going to keep ramping up and stay at 4 stacks. And in the long run, your damage is going to scale up quite a lot. I'll be showcasing the damage later on one of the Electro bosses that is currently in front of my character. But we'll get to that a bit later on. As for my artifacts, I'm currently running the Retracing Bolide. And the reason for that is because since she's a Geo character, whenever she hits an elemental mob, it will always create a shield. So, while picking those shields up, you will get that juicy 40% additional normal hit damage and charge attack damage. Even though she's a caster, her charge attacks, they hurt. They hurt a lot. And there's a main reason for that, but we'll go into that a little bit later. As for my constellations, I've been a bit lucky in getting her. I want to actually get a 6-star constellation on my Ningguang. And yeah, as you can see, I have at least 4 constellations. The first constellation is basically when a normal attack hits, it deals AoE damage, which can be pretty handy in a good combination with Venti, which I also have. When I gather them up, they're all getting hit. It's just not one target that gets hit, everyone gets hit. As for her second, we have the Jade Screen. So basically, whenever it shatters, this cooldown will reset. And sometimes when you hit a mob, it basically gets hit in a point where it takes damage, but the shield does not appear, and then you can spam E again, and then you get another extra damage in, and that extra damage is actually pretty good for a burst. And then we have this third one, the Majesty Be, the Array of the Stars. As you can see, it increases the level of the Star Shatter, which is her ultimate ability. Deals a fuck ton of damage. Anyways, and then we have the fourth, Jade Screen, which increases the character's elemental resistance by 10, which can be pretty good when you're fighting especially those Hill Turtle mages. When they do their attacks on you, they hurt, like they really hurt. But as well as now, the reason why I want to get to the sixth constellation, like let's go on with this one and see. It also increased the level of the Jade Screen, which is pretty good. It hits pretty hard, so I'm hoping to get 2 more Ningguangs and to max out the constellation, because it would be awesome. But this is the one I really like. And this is the one I really want. When Star Shatter is used, Ningguang gains 7 Star Jades. What's the Star Jades? Yeah, we'll get into that. It's basically when you do the normal attacks, she gets these stones that floats behind her. And from what I see, she's gotten about 3 every time she hits. But when you have this one and you use the ulti, you get 7. And that, my friend, is a lot of damage. Anyways, as for the talents and how she works, we have the normal attack, which is basically all characters have their normal attack. But if we go in here, you see that her normal attack does about 39.2%. This is because I've leveled it up to level 6. Her charged attack deals 244% damage. It hurts. It's a lot of damage. And this is the thing with the Star Jades. The Star Jades does about 69.4%, and we got 3 of them. And whenever you do a charge attack, these Star Jades fly as well. So it's not only one attack that gets hit, it's about 4 in total. Considering you hit with a normal charge attack and then the 3 Star Jades, if you have 3 of them up, you do a 4 hit combo. And the thing as well, when you have Star Jades up, if you look at the strategic reserve, no, where is it? A backup plan here. When Ningguang is in possession of Star Jades, her charge attack does not consume any stamina, which is really good because sometimes you can stack these Star Jades pretty quick and you just keep spamming that charge attack, and boy, that's a lot of damage. The strategic reserve that I was talking about earlier with the Jade screen, whenever you pop that down and you pass through it, you get 12% geo damage bonus for 10 seconds. With my 50%, that's basically 62%, and that's a lot of damage that I get. Yeah, as you can see, she's one of those mine raiders. You can see the iron ores and everything. But anyways, back to the skills. Yeah, this is basically when you jump from the sky. I don't do that much with her, so this for me is kind of irrelevant. And as for the Jade screen, it's actually the thing with the Jade screen. It's really good because when Ningguang creates a Jade screen out of gold, obsidian, and her great opulence, dealing AoE geo damage. Basically, whenever you hit a big group with that, it does AoE damage, as well as the the Jade screen blocks the enemy projectiles. And there is a scale based on the Ningguang's max HP. So if they have more HP, basically the shield will absorb more. But the Jade screen is considered a geo construct and can be used to block certain attacks, but cannot be climbed. Only one Jade screen may be may exist at one time. And this is the good thing with the one where it resets, because due to the constellation, whenever you hit something and it still breaks instantly, you get that back again, and boom, it hurts. Then we basically get to the actual damage. As you can see, it does 323% damage. It hits pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so if we go to Star Shatter, it's level 9. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. The thing with the Star Shatter, it works really well. It works in coherent with the Jade screen. Basically, the Jade screen. If you have the Jade screen up while you use the Star Shatter, you can probably see it here. So gathers a great number of gems, and Ningguang scatters them all at once, sending homing projectiles at her enemies, dealing a massive geo damage. If the Star Shatter is cast when Jade Screen is nearby, the Jade Screen will fire additional projectiles at the same time. That, in combination with this, in a combination with a charged attack, you get so many multi-hits, the boss is basically melting. They melt. But that's it for the gear, and that's it for the talents and the constellations. I'm going to jump on and actually attack the electrical boss, which I basically have straight in front of me. And yeah, I'll just showcase it, and I'll let you guys see it for yourself. I will not swap over, I will just stay with this character. And that's it for my Ningguang guide here, boys. As you can see, she did quite a lot of damage. Yeah, I had to swap over Venti to kill those charge that is in the end. But yeah, anyways, that's everything for today, boys and girls. I'll see you in the next video, and do not forget to subscribe. As well as do follow my Twitch as well. As you can see at twitch.tv Dookie Gaming. Do come and pop in. I'm usually live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Do occasionally stream as well in weekends, but you'll be able to follow up and see me there then. But until then, boys and girls, see ya. Until the next.